Microphone test. Good. Camera. Does the camera work? Yep. All right, cool. Well, Mr. Carson. All right. You pretty much know what to do to get started, so I'll give them about 5 more minutes to get to class and do our norms and go into what we gotta do today. Okay, let me reset this clock. Okay. It's recording. Yeah, it's recording. Okay. All right, we get that going. We get that going. Attendance. Come on now. All right, we're just waiting for other people. Oh, there's an area. Welcome to class.
Good morning, Mr. Tyler.
There you go. All right, so everybody should be logged into their Etsby to see the assignment today.
It's the Animal Parade remix.
I think you're correct, Lanaria. Yeah. I kind of look at the screen, but I think you're right. It's for today's date, right?
Yeah, it says 17.
Okay. So you might want to just go ahead and get started, because soon we get done with it, we can share out and get out of here. So just remember the rules. It's in there. In there, it says you got to use different sprites and different backdrops. We'll discuss it in 3 minutes. All right. So I got them two listed in attendance. All right.
How can I change the sprite without clearing the code?
Oh, there's no way to do that. That's the part. That's why you have to have side by side screens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can build it up again. Welcome to class, Miss Terry. Mark her present. All right. All right. Give me 1 minute, you guys. I got something I got to turn off in the kitchen. Okay. Welcome to class, Mr. Curtis. All right. What is mark him present? Uh, so those not in attendance are Miss Kathy, Tamara Jones, David Roymon, and Alika Vernon. All right. Let me save this to the office. Cool. 4 for 4. All right. So if we're looking at Okay, cameras. Melody, what's wrong with your camera, dear? You gotta turn your camera on. I'm getting confronted lately about y'all cameras. Thank you, Miss Terry. And Alika just arrived. Miss Vernon, can you turn on your camera? There you go. Thank you. All right. Alika's here. There we go. It saved it. I had a 4 4, now I have a 5 4 3. All right. So let me recycle. Yes, I know. I know. Okay. Okay. So let's jump into today's assignment. Make sure I can see all your screens over here. Cool. All right. We're gonna go through our norms. There we go. And basically, it's the five basic norms and then the academic norms we do. Just zoom in a bit. All right. So let's start with the five basic norms. First in the list would be, let me get a list going over here. Alika, can you read number one, please?
No one has the right to hurt another person.
Thank you. Next in the list, number two would be, let me see if I can fix this. There we go. Mr. Curtis, can you read number two?
Education in the classroom are sacred.
Thanks, sir. Linaria, can you read number three?
We would never be having a way that would discredit ourselves, our school, or our family.
Awesome. Number four, that would be Miss Terry.
At Excel Academy, students are always later gentlemen.
Thank you. Mr. Carson, number five.
We take pride in Excel Academy of Southwest.
Thank you, sir. The five academic norms. Number one, Alika.
We respect the opinions of others.
Thank you. Number two, Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis, you there?
Yeah,
Number two, please.
we respect the culture of the classroom.
Thank you. Linaria, number three.
We are attentive and participate.
Always. Miss Terry, number four.
We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers.
Very true. And number five, that would be Mr. Carson.
We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there is 15 points out there. If you know what I'm about to ask, you'll get them easily. What are three routes for post-secondary endeavors? Okay, so don't blurt it out. Let me turn on the chat and you guys can respond. So let's see who knows. You can type it in the chat if you think you know what it is. What are three routes for post-secondary endeavors? All right, so let's get into, I'm gonna see who gets down and leave it open for a minute. But let's see who get, let's see, I'm sorry, not see who gets, let's get into today's assignment. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you split your screens, right? Because you're gonna need one screen for programming Scratch and another screen for actually reviewing the code you're going to use. And the code that you're going to use is inside of the EDSB. So this is what I was talking about. If it helps you out, Miss Robinson, you want to have one screen that you're working on. Let me move this out the way. And then you want to have another screen with the source code. And the source code is what I gave you guys. So I'm going to use that as today's classroom term because I don't think you guys understand what source code is. All right, and that's model code. So earlier, I think it was Miss Robinson, she confirmed it's loops animal parade. All right, so I'm gonna grab this. All right, and let's see how much fits into the chat. I think it's usually this amount. Just, I'm gonna have a student read it, but this is, if you're not sure what they're reading or what they're talking about, you can read it, reading fundamental from ESB yourself. All right, so let me put this in the chat, and I'm gonna have who hasn't gotten points yet, really. So let's start with Miss Terry. Can you read what's in the chat there? It's worth 25 points.
Hello. Hello, all good. Hold on. Did you mean to say and? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's say and.
Hello and good day to all future computer scientists. Please review and begin creating the MIT Scratch profile. You will need to confirm your email address, and this should allow you to share out all projects that you create in the class. The link to start your Scratch profile online is down below. Click and join to create your profile. This Stop reading.
Yeah, you good. You good. I was
Okay.
gonna say, Nat, you got your points. Lika, thank you for letting us know. Come back though, because we're ready to get started on this project. Start a timer. But the link, the first link you see in the list, everybody, is to start this scratch page that I did over here. And you want to size it so you can see both. If you guys are tabbing out, you're going to get confused. You might daydream, and then you'll be like, I don't know what to do. That's because you was doing something else. In CPS, there's something called Go Guardian. It's able to lock students out of stuff that distracts them. So please make sure you have your screen size, because I'm asking for share outs, and I've already put grades in, and this week is looking kind of bad. Okay. So I need you guys to start producing, because I don't want to get to week 8 and then we have issues. Yes, Carson, you had a question?
Yeah, how did miles go down?
How did your score go down?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta check that. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I gotta check that. I didn't think it went down though. Oh, you probably didn't turn something in. I just thought about that. That let me look at your score and we can talk about that. Just give me a moment, all right? So, the next part. Remind me though, Carson, because I think I know why though. I had to think about it for a second. Like, I think there was one thing you didn't turn in or something when I looked at your grades. And I put a 0 there, but I don't think it's gonna stay there because you got a lot of in-class points. Let's see who's next. Mr. Curtis, can you read for 35? That's a long line. 35 points. Can you read where it says use code down to Zen?
Use the code to recreate your own sprites and backdrop for the entire program. All segments of the code need to be ready by tomorrow morning class. Please keep in mind that you must choose your own sprites and backdrops for this project and all future projects. To get maximum credit, and all sprites have to have different music settings uploaded to the SB your Scratch link by 8 p.m. Stay safe out there and Zen.
Thank you, sir. All right, so that's 35 points for that gentleman. But what he's saying and what I put in there is very important when you do this assignment today. So when you go in, this is what Laneri was asking about. When you go in, you first got to choose a new sprite. After you do that, you have to recode it. So the only way to recode it is to make sure you're looking at the source code, which is that second link in the chat. Let me open it up in case you're not sure. If you click on the first one, it'll just give you a blank scratch page. If you click on that second link, it's a blue link in there, you'll get pretty much this page here. All right. Now, you want to have it side by side. I keep stressing that. If you're on a phone or something, this is going to be extremely difficult because I've seen you guys try to maneuver through different screens on a little cell phone, and it's just like, wow, that's so painful. Kind of like having a nail in your foot and you just don't want to take the nail out, right? Because it's just easy to leave a nail there. Really sad. So just try to get on the computer. You click on create and make sure you have your screens separated. I've been seeing students have tabs and they get so confused. Where did I put it? Right. Okay, so now we have two screens, and what we want to do is first start the program. So and I'm doing this so you can see what the program is supposed to do, because you have to make your sprites and your backdrop different, but it has to work the same. All right, so if I hit the flag, you hear the B, but you guys should have it on your screen so you can hear it, but you got to click on the second link to see it. But you notice the B buzzes and it gave some instructions. So every time I click on him, he makes a little sound. You stop this. Right? And it says click on the animals to see which one moves. So I can click on the kangaroo, nothing moves. The grasshopper, nothing moves. But the dog, barks and moves, right? Every time I click on it. Your goal, and I'll leave comments, is to program the bee, the kangaroo, and not the same characters, your own characters, but I want the grasshopper and the kangaroo to move as well. And you just have to look at the code for the dog. All right, so here's how you do that. You click on see inside for the source code. And this is the first one, the dog. It starts off with the dog. It's the first sprite, but let's zoom in so you can see a little bit. So this dog has like 3 parts of code, right? I call them parts because these are arrays. But this section, all this you have to do yourself. There's one switch up where the B, I would like you to use like we did yesterday. And Mr. Carson was successful, and a few other students. I think Alika did it too. The say blocks, I want you to use text to speech blocks. Okay. That's an extension in case you weren't in class yesterday. You come down here, click on this, and execute text to speech block. And make sure say blocks are replaced. So let me make a comment in case you guys forget. So include
Can you show me how to do that again?
say blocks. Yeah, I can give you one moment. Come with the extension.
Yeah, like how you make the text to speech thing.
You come to add extension. See what I'm pointing at? And then once you click on that linear, it should give you an option to choose text to speech.
I got it.
Cool. All right. So I was saying all these include say blocks that you have where things are saying stuff. You have to replace them with text, like I just told Linearia, to speech blocks. So instead of it just reading it out to us, it's saying it. All right. So I'm gonna leave that note there and save it so you guys can see it on that page. Right. What else says something? Well, the grasshopper does nothing. It just animates. And the kangaroo does nothing. It just animates, right? It just sits there. But you have to include code for these 2 sprites. Now, the goal is to get at least 3 things done before the timer is up. So you're going to be working diligently by just making sure you size your screens and replace the code over here. Now, maybe you forgot how to do this, right? So let me go through this. You first start off with the create page and you remove the demo or the default sprite. You choose a new sprite and make sure you choose something that has animations or costumes. Right? I'm just hovering over things. I'm not selecting the thing yet. So once you do that, your next step is to choose something. I'm going to choose Andy here and make sure you name, first and foremost, students are forgetting to do this. Name your document the same or your project the same. So I'm going to copy this and come here. And we're going to do share. And that way it's shared, but it's, I'm going to put this as student version. So I don't get you guys confused. So student version. Now you could put your name after that, or you just put, student version, but you're going to save that by coming out and it automatically saves it. Let's go back inside and see the code. And what we're going to do is block by block recreate this first sprite. So I chose the dog. You choose whatever sprite you're going to use. Now, block by block, we reprogram. So for the first block in a list, if we look at this code over here, this is the source code I gave you guys, is this yellow when click block. You find that in your events. I'm going to grab that and put it here. Next is what? It says go to, X is 53, Y is negative 129. So that's a motion block because it's position. So we look for go to, we grab that and we snap that into place. Now, superior coding, when you go into industry, each of these blocks is like 5 lines of code. You guys are using blocks, trying to get you to the script coding so you can get you good jobs. That's what the internship that I think Carson and Lisa are applying for and others, they use lines of code. They don't use these blocks. So you guys are learning the baby steps of it. But after you get, a little more better, you can start learning how to program, like stuff you see on the Matrix, but like more challenging. All right, so what's the next one? We got this purple block, and it looks like it's a looks, right? Because it says switch costume to. So I'm going to go to looks, and lo and behold, where is it at? Switch costume to. I found it. And you notice when I selected Andy, Andy has at least 4 costumes. That's for animation. So you can change the animation as much as you like. All right, so I did that. I did all that with you. I'm gonna switch it to A, just like the source code, and then I move on to the next block. So it's when this sprite clicked. Click on events, and I look for the same block. Come over here, drop it. What's next? Right? I'll do one more, and then I'll set a timer for you guys because I want you to get some experience getting this correct. So go to and grab this and put that there. And I got to set it for the same thing. So it's 68, right? You're being graded on this, so take your time and do it correctly. And then it's negative 129. All right. So that's as far as I'm gonna go. You guys have to have, and gals, let me be correct, have to have at least 3 sprites programmed, right? If I were you, I would do the first and the fourth sprite, the B, because the B has a lot of coding too. And then worry about the kangaroo and the grasshopper later on tonight. All right. Also, remember these sprites have to move. So let me put a note here for you. Make them move, as in move across the screen. And I'm saving these comments, so you should see them in the source code very quickly. So make sure you're side by side looking at your source code so you can get all points and not just some. The bee doesn't move, but this is the grasshopper, your third sprite. You have to make it move, right? You can use the coding for the dog to make that happen. Now, you can say, make the dog move with the click of a mouse, make the grasshopper move with the space bar, just giving you ideas, or make the kangaroo move with the arrow key. You can choose that when you program it correctly. All right, so let me save this as well. All right, and now our timer. So it's 9:22. How much time can I get you guys? You got here at 10 a.m. So if I give you 20 minutes, that'll bring us towards our share out period. I've done my I do with you, explain what you should do. Please use this time to get at least 3 of these sprites, 3 out of these 4 sprites programmed and shareable after the time has expired. This is your in-class points or your you do. If you have questions, let me know. Rush, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the kitchen. All right. I don't think everybody knows what to do. Again, it's easier if you guys have a dual screen set up. Like you got this one, and you got this one, and you can follow the code. Now, if you got a monitor at home, you could connect it to a monitor via HDMI, and you have one screen when you're working, another screen where you're looking at the code. It's up to you. That's the easiest way to do this. please try to get on a computer to do it. It's very easy. So we got 7 more minutes. All right. Sorry about that. Eating a bit of breakfast. Now, let's see how much time. It's 9:43. Oh, we got a little time. Who's ready to share out how much they have? Let me turn on the sharing feature real quick.
Me.
Okay. All right. 1 second. All right. You should be able to share. Tell me if you're not able to. Is it working for you or no?
Yes,
Oh,
it's working.
okay. You was logging in. Okay, you on two screens now. All right. Okay. Whenever you're ready, then. I know she's gonna do that.
I'm ready, but you presenting.
Okay. How about now?
Okay, I'm about to present.
Yeah, Brittany said in the chat, I feel like he wanted to make them do everything he wanted and that they were stupid, right? They were easy to take over. We have come to the end of our class. So your job now is going to be to practice the skill of primary and secondary source analysis.
Nice. Okay. And movement.
Displayed
Okay.
on your PowerPoint. Slides 17, 18, and 19.
So you're still working on the dinosaur and the beetle to move? Is that what you're doing?
And then answer the question about those sources.
No, I programmed them too, but I don't know what they're supposed to really be doing.
Well, they
Cause I,
supposed to
I
move
did.
like a
Okay,
dog.
let me show you, Mr. Tyler.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see your code.
For the people of North America, why or why not?
Okay.
I did all of them, but I
Right.
don't know what
Right.
they're really
Right.
supposed to be doing.
So you're going to
Now
type
go to the dog.
your opinion. Now, please
You
notice
have to use the same code for the dinosaur and the beetle.
and share with me your
That's how you make it move.
Also use all of these codes for the
Boy,
dinosaur and the beetle.
right. That's what I was trying to tell
Okay.
y'all. Yeah, don't make it hard. So try it. Give us another shot at it. And let's see here. You'll be able to leave at 9:50. Who's
Okay.
next?
Mr.
You got your
Tyler.
in-class points. Pretty good.
Mr.
But
Tyler.
you got till 8 to turn that in. Who's that? Melody?
Yeah.
What's
I
up?
got a question.
Yeah.
Do we have to have like the animal background and the animals? Could it just be like regular people?
Yeah, they could be regular people. It's what you choose. But you just got
Oh,
to make sure they move, like they animate.
right.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next in sharing? Alika, you're first in the list. Are you there?
Yeah, but can you come back to me?
Okay, I'll try to come back. I'm sorry.
I'll
Eli, what
go.
about you? Oh, go ahead, Carson.
Wait, we said we supposed to make the other two that don't move, right? Animate, right?
Yes.
Uh, let me see.
Click on the animals below to see what.
You're not sharing yet, sir. You just make a lot of sounds. I can't see what you're doing.
I thought I did. My bad.
That's way better. Now let's try this again.
Okay.
Click on the animals below to see which one.
Very good. So you click on the animal. Okay, so you got the elephant moving. What about the bat and the butterfly?
I thought we were supposed to just make them animate.
Nah, no, bro. They gotta move just like that I forgot what it was, the elephant or something.
Okay.
All right. So work on that. You can leave in 2 minutes, but everybody, this is due at 8 p.m. This is in class points. I think next was Linaria is already good. Carson's good. I got Melody who haven't gone yet, and Eli and Alika. Well, Carson, you can stop presenting. You're good. Forgot you was presenting now. Okay, there you go. Okay. So Eli, are you there? What is this? Oh, there he is. Awesome. Okay, so can you expand your screens and hit play? See, oh, you only got 2 sprites done. All right. So are you working? You're gonna keep working on the rest. What about the second sprite? You got any code in there? Melody,
No,
you don't jump in front of the
I
brother.
was working on the first sprite. I was trying to make it move forward, but I was trying to rotate the second one facing the other way. I was still trying to do that.
Okay. Well, just try to program as much as you can and turn it in. You got your in class points. You started on it. That's the good part. So you can leave in about a minute. Everybody turn this link and you have to make sure it's shareable. Melody, you can show me yours. I see it's on the screen there. Where's your project? And not everybody's naming their projects. I see Untitled. You got to change that to the name of the project, everybody. Let's see here. Okay, so you're on a basketball court and you got 1 sprite started. So what happened? I was watching it. Oh, okay. So you got a few more sprites to program, like 3 more. All right. What would help you if you had dual screen, like you separated your screens like me, so you guys can see side by side.
Yeah, that plus this is gonna slow my thing down.
Right. Okay, I got you. Your internet. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's gonna slow the computer down.
you can stop presenting though, 'cause that kills your internet speed too. All right, so I think that was everybody. And good job to everybody. Please come to class. Please turn it in. If you don't turn it in, you got these in class points. Huh, Alika?
I gotta present.
Okay, I was finna say, like, maybe she could do it tomorrow, but go ahead. Because I wanted to make sure y'all had time to finish it up. So you got the floor. Oh, I put some hot sauce on there. That's bad. Okay, you got a lot done, though. Can you move that you're presenting everyone out the way? There we go. Oh, you got 4 sprites. Okay. So you do see the notes. Okay. Don't forget to hit the share button so you can share it out later on tonight, Alika.
Okay.
But otherwise, you're doing pretty good. Everybody, last thing I want to say was make sure you include some type of music in your backdrop. So you click on stage, and maybe you got to watch the video from yesterday. But we include sound from either the gallery, which is the list of music samples, or you can upload your own sound. You stop sharing, Alika. You got your points. She's about to show us how to do it. So let's see here. Do you guys got any questions for me? This is due by 8. Do you know how to submit it to Edsby or no? Now's the time to speak up if you're not sure how to do that. Okay, Eli, I guess, knows. He left. Everybody else knows how to submit this to Edsby. I guess Melody knows. She left. All right, well, I'll just be sitting here unless you got questions or something. All right. All right, no questions.